Hey guys, Casey here. Kayla's gonna be coming up in a little bit. Um, this is the video where we're gonna tell you guys our stories. We want you to comment or post a video or reply or something telling us your stories. It doesn't matter if you don't think they're as good as ours, because I've had people say that to me. And, you know, none of them are better than the other. It's all the same thing. And we just really love to hear your stories and try to help you out or just listen if you need it. And ask for our numbers because we'll always be here for you if you need someone to talk to. Forgot to say that in the last video. Um, yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of share my story. It's gonna be kind of scattered because I don't have it like written out or anything. I suppose I could have written it out, but that would have taken too long. I'm more for winging it and just going with it. I think the bullying for me actually started in around maybe fourth grade. Drake fucking Thompson and David Rosso and Zane Stevens, I think his last name is. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know. They just kind of started bullying me really bad on the bus and everything, and they made fun of my clothes. They'd make fun of the way I look, my weight, all things like that. Um, then in fifth grade, it just kind of happened because everybody thought I was nappy because I always wore my hair up and it was really short like a boy, and I wore baggy pants and baggy sweatshirts, and I was kind of a miniature emo kid. I hate labels. I'm just using that to like let you guys get the picture in your brain. Then in sixth grade, it wasn't as bad, except I always had boys calling me ugly because I wasn't that pretty in sixth grade, I guess. But I was really happy in sixth grade because I was good friends with the popular people who now, yeah, I don't know. I don't find them to be as popular as everybody thinks they are. No offense to you guys. Then in seventh grade, things got really bad for me because I just kind of started to be myself, and I had this thing with this guy, and everybody found out, and I got called a whore, a slut. I got called ugly. I had people harassing me back and forth. I had girls calling me, telling me to kill myself. Um, I had girls calling me, just saying the nastiest things to me, and I don't even know why they did that, and I wouldn't wish that on even my worst enemy. And one day I finally just said, you know what, fuck it, and I tried to drown myself in the bathtub and tell my dad something, said something that made me stop. And I was just like, whoa, I need to take a chill pill. And I was still really depressed that whole year. I developed an eating disorder, stuff like that. And eighth grade, I didn't have many problems except I fought with my ex boyfriend a lot, and that relationship was just really unhealthy. And beginning of ninth grade, I had girls saying I was fat and pregnant and things like that. And I was just harassed a lot this year, my ninth grade year. And I ended up having to do online school. And my dog that I loved, I had to put down one dog that I had for 11 years. And then my baby puppy, which was 4 months old, got hit by a car. And it all just led up to me breaking down, and people harassing me led to me breaking down. And I started cutting again really bad. I did in seventh grade and the beginning of eighth grade too. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say that I've tried to kill myself or cut because I'm proud of it. I believe it made me a stronger person. And the scars on my arms, I think, are beautiful. So, fuck you guys who think it's gross. That's all I have to say. And anyways, this year I ended up cutting myself really bad and taking pills and going to the hospital, but I didn't have to go into a psychiatric unit that time. About a week after that, maybe a week and a half or so before Christmas, I took some more pills and had to go to St. Cloud, and I was in the psychiatric unit for 2 or 3 days. I met some really awesome people there. I'm friends with them on Facebook and all that. And Devin Yeager, I love you. Victoria Easker, I love you. Brianna Bickford, I love you. Trista Miller, I fucking love you. And then, I wasn't any better when I got out. They didn't really help. They only kept me for a couple days. And so New Year's Eve was the big thing for me. I got in a fight with my boyfriend. It's a long story. I don't really want to talk about it. I left my friend's party because of it. I just got really, really depressed and didn't know what else to do. I cut and I held a knife to my throat, told my mom I was going to kill myself, and she said she was busy at the moment and she couldn't talk to me, and I took that as her not caring. So I was going to slit my throat, and then I told her I was going to kill her, and she called the police. And yeah, now I might get a second-degree assault felony, and yeah, that's not good, but I hope I can get out of it. But yeah, I went to the hospital that night. I went to Abbott Northwestern, met some awesome people there. Those people changed my life. Um, Jamie Ryan, I love her. She's amazing. She's my inspiration. I'd want to be like her. Josiah, he's my idol. He's like the smartest, most amazing person I've ever met. Josiah Thompson. John Paul, Kenneth Walters Dees. Yeah, I'm not too happy with him right now, but he changed my life in a matter of a week. And Janice Dixon, and then Victoria Easker again, and Melina Varney. Yeah, I love all the people I met in there. Lucas, I don't know his last name. And there's just a lot of people that, really changed my life. And they were really nice there, and it seemed like they actually cared and wanted to help me. So, I don't know, just kind of glad that I had people like that there to help me through things. And yeah, they really helped me. And so I spent about a week there and got to go home. And since I had a couple breakdowns where I cut, but now I'm doing okay. People aren't harassing me anymore. People that used to harass me apologized and told me I can talk to them if I need it, and they were sorry and stuff like that. Um, I still think about suicide sometimes. It's not gonna go away, but I resist urges. I'm happy now, and I'm super excited about this group. I hope it can help other people the way that it would have helped me if there would have been something like this when I was being bullied. All right, now Kayla gets to share her story. Bye, guys.
Mine, I don't think is as deep as Casey's. But I think all the bullying kind of just started happening in like fifth and fourth grade. Kind of different story than Casey's, but mine were because I would get called like sloth and like all this stuff and get called fat, and like at the time it was like really hard because that's when you're like trying to find yourself and you're about to go into the middle school with all the big kids or whatever. So by sixth grade I had a perfect, like, I don't have a perfect life, but it was a good life. And then I was kind of on and off with this guy and stop the pain. Yeah.
Sorry, Kayla, to interrupt your little video. I can't really see it. It says stop the pain and the heart is my face. Sorry.
Stop the pain at Facebook.com. Yeah. So, it's okay. So, I started getting called a whore and a slut and all that stuff in sixth grade because I kept getting on and off with the guy, which I think everybody knows how that feels like. So then in seventh grade, it kind of just got worse because I think seventh grade is when you're actually like really trying to find yourself, trying to change up. So I kind of changed it to the whole colored skinny jeans, wearing band t-shirts, wearing
Fuck yeah.
cartoon t-shirts and everything, and dyed my hair like dark brown, black with blonde highlights and putting purple in it and everything. And I got called a cutter when I didn't even cut, and that led to me cutting, my first time cutting, and I spent like the whole night crying. And then I got called a whore and a cunt and all that. Then me and my boyfriend broke up after like 3 months, and I couldn't handle it because then even he started calling me names. So I transferred schools, and then It was really good there because it was a private school and everybody there was like super duper nice and you could lean on them with everything. During the summer, I almost got raped, so it was really awkward. Then, uh, my dad and my brother almost got in a physical fight, and I found out that my dad beat my mom long, long time ago. My real mom's not the ones I live with. I found my brother gets high and all that, so kind of brings me down because feel like it's my fault. And then my younger sister got adopted just like me. My dad's in prison, and this year kind of just got a lot worse. I lost like all of my like best friends I've had for like years because I got in a fight with one girl. Um, Me and my boyfriend broke up after like we dated since August to like 2 weeks ago. And then he started calling me a cunt and told everybody, spread a rumor to everybody that I cheated on him and now I'm pregnant. I got knocked up by some stranger like 17 days ago. And yeah, and told everybody that I had an STD and stuff. So yeah, gonorrhea. He said he had gonorrhea. Gonorrhea. Yeah. So I started cutting. I left school earlier.
Oh my god, that makes me sad. I love you.
So I left school early on Spirit Week. Right now, I probably only have like four like really close friends I can trust. Casey's growing into one of them.
Yay!
And
I think we're gonna be like best friends.
yeah. And the thing is that every day there's not one day that I don't get harassed or anything. But I found out it's really important to have somebody there for you because that you can always talk to. But honestly, I turned into smoking. I turned to drinking. I turned to cutting. I turned to suicidal, just like Casey did. And I'm not afraid to admit it. But I figured out in the long run, none of it could actually ever help me in a way. It kind of made matters a little worse. So I haven't cut in like 2 weeks, and yeah, that's my story. Now I'm doing this because I want to help people and help them go through their problems because I just feel a lot better when I help people, and I just kind of don't want them to feel like they're going through it alone.
Isn't Kayla awesome? She's like so pretty and stuff.
Isn't Casey awesome? She's like so gorgeous and stuff.
Aw, thanks. Yeah. So, we're here for you if you need to talk to us. We'd really like to hear your story. I was just thinking about something. All the people I mentioned before, I know they probably won't share their stories, but you know, their stories are really inspirational to me. Like, I don't know, like, and they kind of hurt. And Megan Sanvey, she kind of made me believe in God again. And she told me her story maybe a year ago, I think. And I'm not going to say anything about it. And she probably won't say anything because she said she's only told like one or two other people. But Megan, I just wanted to let you know your story like changed my life, changed the way I see things, and I forgot about it. But when I started to remember, I was like, dude, there's no way there's not a God if that girl got through all that. And your story just really gave me faith. And yeah, you're just like one of my heroes because of it. So yeah, we'd really like for you guys to share your stories with us. Kaylee, you have anything else you want to say?
Don't be afraid to tell us your stories because, me and Casey don't judge, and you can kind of tell we've been through a lot. And I don't think there hasn't been something we haven't heard about or have had somebody close to us gone through.
Yeah. So just message us or do whatever to share your story. If you want to share your story with just us and not everybody, message one of our Facebooks or